Good morning, guys. Hope you're all having an amazing morning. Mine is. Today's topic is what will happen to the interest rates in 2018. I looked into it, I've been thinking about it, I've been reading a lot about it, and I follow the Shadow Treasury and the Shadow Reserve Bank Board to try and understand what's their predictions, and I also follow the chief economists from most of the major banks to try and understand what is their take on it. Now, based on what ANZ's chief economist said, they are predicting a 0.5% rise in the next 6 months. And HSBC chief economist, who is also a member of the Reserve Bank Board, Shadow Reserve Bank Board, said the exact same thing. So there's a bit of a trend there. I know politicians and economists sometimes have these predictions and they're wrong, but it's better to be prepared rather than just hoping for the best and hoping the rates will stay the same. What you got to remember is that the rates haven't gone up since 2010 by Reserve Bank. They've been going down. There will come a point where our economy is doing amazing at the moment. The employment rate is quite low. There is a lot of factors that are pushing the economy and the Reserve Bank to put the rates up a tiny bit. Not by much, by a tiny bit. So here's what I think. Regardless of what happens with the rate, it's about what you are doing right now to prepare for it. And one of the things you can do right now is look at what your plans are for the next 2-3 years max. If you have no plans to sell your property or refinance or do anything to the property, doing a split loan might be an option, which basically means you are fixing 80% or 70% or whatever percentage you want of your loan, and the remaining can stay variable. So the variable won't be affected by too much. All you got to remember is majority of your money is locked in, and the rates are now starting from 3.69%. Now, if you look at that, I personally don't care if the rates are going up or down. If they go down more than 3.69%, made big deal. 3.69% is still a great rate. All you're doing then is the money is going to be locked in, right? In regards to the variable, if your risk goes down, so basically you're looking at 20% of your loan that's variable and everything else is fixed, who cares if the rates go up? So it's about strategizing and making sure that you've done your homework and you've made sure that there's nothing else, there's no plans for you in the next 2-3 years. I would not recommend fixing your loan more than 2-3 years, only because it's too long and the rates are not as great either. So feel free to comment below if you need help with that. Now, this is one thing I am good at, is trying to make sure what you're doing right now and what your plans are, doing a health check on you to understand what your plans are for the next 5 years. Sometimes clients fix their loans not realizing they actually may sell the property, or they have their goals that they tell us and then they do the exact opposite of that. So it's about finding that balance right there. On that note, I'm going to go back to my house. I've came down to get some milk. Have an amazing day. Comment below and feel free to reach out. Would love to look at your home loans right now and see what we can do. Guys, rates are starting from 3.59% for variable and 3.69% for fixed. It's never been a better time to look at fixing your loans or look at, keeping it variable. The one last thing I'll tell you is this. When you're fixing your loans, you got to be careful. If you break out of your loan, you will end up paying ERA. That's the little clause we have at the bottom. ERA is early repayment adjustment. So say, for example, you sell the property and you want to pay the loan off, the banks will charge you early repayment adjustment, which can vary from a few $100 to a few $1,000. The maximum I've ever seen was $82,000. Clients had to forfeit the sale of the property because it was too much. They weren't going to make any money at the end. So these are the things you look at, and there's no way to find that out until you actually break out of your loan. So this is why someone like me will help you understand that and make sure you're making the right decisions when you do fix your loans. On that note, have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye.